might have big goals and big desires that you want to accomplish, and you know that there's one certain action that you have to take in order to get there, but you end up procrastinating. Or you know that there's a bad habit that's sabotaging you from your dreams, and you try and try and try to quit, but you just can't. You need a healthy, lifelong dose of self-discipline. And in this video, I'll be showing you how you can exactly nurture your self-discipline and why it's just so important to not give in to the soul-corrupting distractions that we have in our modern society today. It acts in quiet ways to destroy your dreams, to prevent you from getting to the life that you want. Because a lot of people, they talk about, oh, I want to do this, I have this big dream, I have all of these goals. They talk about it, they think about it, they visualize it, and they make vision boards around it. But that is not enough. Just visualizing and just doing the mental work is not enough. The law of attraction is real. It is 100% true, and so is the law of assumption. And what's also true is the law of Goiba. The law of get off your butt already. Take action. Work towards your dreams. Have habits that help you build the life that you want. Taking action and building habits that align with the reality that you're creating is what will give you whatever goal that you want, whatever desire that you want ultimately, okay? And also, you need to put in more effort to quit those bad habits you know are not good for you. You know that scrolling on your phone is addicting, and you know it's ruining your life, kind of, because you can't get anything done. You're ruining your sleep schedule, you're not able to do the project that you've always wanted to. You want to go to the gym, you want to start a new hobby, but instead, you just end up staying at home and scrolling. Or eating junk food. Or watching movies or playing video games. Whatever. And in our society, it's been so normalized to get everything instantly nowadays that we forget that the only way to achieve meaningful goals, build a meaningful life, is the process of doing something over and over and over and over again, even if it doesn't give you instant results. Society gives us things like instant fast food, instant entertainment at our fingertips, instant whatever, stimulation, instant pleasure through food, through, I don't know, YouTube, through movies. You feel connected through video games with other people. You get all of these instantly, but because of that, all of that artificial stimulation, all of that artificial satisfaction, you feel less compelled to do the hard work, to take the action that doesn't give you results right away to achieve whatever goal you have. Going to the gym and getting a gym body is valuable because no one understands how much effort that you have to put towards it. It takes effort, okay, to get that dream body, to build that dream career, to be with that dream partner. It takes effort on your part. Going to the gym, you need to show up every single day. Every single day you need to count whatever you're eating, count your calories. You have to work out, even though it's hard, and sometimes you feel tired. Even then, after you do all that, you might not even see any results and be tempted to quit. But the real magic lies in you continuing, even if you don't see results. Even if you don't see anything happen. Even if you don't see any weight loss. Even if you don't see any money gained. Even if you don't see any potential partners coming your way. You keep continuing over and over again. And doing that same action, and then you will inevitably manifest it. It will show up. As long as you keep at it. And manifestation is really about you aligning your mindset, which is very important, along with your daily habits and daily actions, which I see so many people struggle with, and it's not talked about enough in the manifestation space. It's all mostly focused on mindset, which is so important, and so is your habits, because the actions you take in your external world are what shape your reality and shape who you are. And so, with this, I just want to tell you that society, modern companies, these big social media companies, these big fast food companies, They honestly don't care about you. They want you to remain a slave. And they just want you to give them profit. They don't care about your future. They don't care about your dreams. They don't care if their food is just so purposely intended to make someone addicted to it, to the point where they can't stop eating it and they get health problems and they go to the hospital and their life is ruined. They don't care about that. They care about your profit that you can give them. Social media companies, they don't care about your future. They don't care that their platforms are so addicting. Scrolling is so addicting to the point where you can't even go to the gym, or you can't sleep properly at night because you're too busy scrolling, and you can't get this project done because you're too busy scrolling and on your phone. They don't care about any of that. They don't care about your happiness. They don't care about your future. And so it's up to you to take back your power and stop doing these habits which are stopping you from creating your dream life and achieving your goals. I struggled with quitting video games for the longest time in my life. Because I just thought it was okay. I thought it was normal. Like, okay, everyone plays video games my age, so it's totally fine. Like, what's the problem? And I would play for so many hours on end. And eventually, while I was still playing video games, I started to have these goals and dreams. I started to think, oh, I want to get the best grades ever at my school. Yeah, I want to get good grades. I want to do this. I want to get good grades. I want to start making money online. I want to do all of these things. But I never, ever consistently acted on them. I never took action and I never achieved them. Because this addiction of playing video games just sucked me so much. Sucked my attention away, sucked my time away. And this is the raw, harsh truth about your addictions. Whenever you have an addiction, it makes you lose your motivation to go do the good habits that are good for your future. And so for me, because I still play video games throughout the day, my motivation to go and study to get good grades went down so much. It flopped down. Completely flopped away. And so yeah, I couldn't get anything done while I was in that stage of still playing video games, because think about it, video games, those are fun. You get instant pleasure, there's good music, there's community, you have friendships there. It's nice and it's relaxing. But studying, on the other hand, that's boring. You gotta sit your butt down. You need to mentally do so much hard work to process what you're reading and digest it, and it's hard. You won't get some stuff, and you feel frustrated that, oh my god, I don't understand this concept. Oh my god, math is so hard. Oh my god, biology is so hard, etc. Studying's not fun at all, but it's good for you if you want to get good grades. So, what your monkey brain does to you, your monkey brain wants instant pleasure and goes for the pleasure source that's easiest. Studying will give you pleasure once you do the hard work and once you write the test and then you get a good grade. You'll feel pleasure from that. But video games, you feel instant pleasure right now, but maybe in the future you'll start to regret it. And our brains, they are literally wired to only focus on the present moment and what stimulation you can get from the present moment. And if you've just been succumbing to your monkey brain that just gives in to its primal desires and its primal instincts, oh my god, okay, I see food, I'm going to eat all the food, I'm not going to save anything for later, I'm not going to save anything for winter, then if you keep giving into that, we need to backtrack and we have to awaken your human part of your brain again, okay? So that's my point. Bottom line, if you do a bad habit that's basically instant gratification, it gives you quick stimulus, quick pleasure, but at the cost of your future happiness, and makes you regret it, and makes you feel worse after you do that habit. If you do a habit like that, it's going to reduce your drive to go do the good habits, the delayed gratification habits that are hard right now, but the future you will thank you for doing them. And delayed gratification habits, by the way, are the purest form of self-love. The purest form. You're taking care of your future self. And that's why I don't really believe people when they say, oh no, it's okay to do this activity in moderation. That's okay because moderation is fine. You're only doing it a little bit. But then I want you to think about it, because even if you do that habit in your day-to-day, just for a little bit, you're going to have like 10% less motivation to go do a good habit. And it was when I finally quit video games and I finally reduced instant gratification drastically in my life. That's when I was able to get the good grades that I always wanted, and I won awards at school for it. Because I did the thing where most people don't do. I literally quit video games. I quit anything instant gratification, like scrolling on my phone, watching movies, all of that. I quit all of that. And that made it so much easier to go do the good habit that I was procrastinating on. Once I quit the negative habit, the good habit seemed more fun to me, because that's literally all I had to do in my day. Like, I could either stare at a wall or I could go do this habit. And studying got so much easier. I found it fun. I found it challenging. I stopped procrastinating because I had so much more drive by quitting this toxic bad habit of playing video games. And then my life got so much better. I won awards. And I started to feel so much more happier as well. Because the truth about these bad habits is that they make you feel good for a little bit, but after you do them, your baseline happiness reduces. Like, for example, take an alcoholic. An alcoholic addicted to alcohol, which is their instant gratification bad habit, if they go without drinking alcohol for a period of time, they feel agitated, they feel numb, they feel depressed, they feel stressed and crazy. But if they go drink the alcohol, they feel pleasure. They feel good again. Once they down like 2 drinks or 2 bottles or 5 bottles, whatever, they can finally feel pleasure and a sense of comfort. And anything else that is not drinking just makes them feel numb. It doesn't give them happiness. It doesn't give them pleasure, because they're so addicted to this one habit. And that's the harsh truth. Like, seriously, these habits are affecting you more than you think. You might think they're okay. You might think they're innocent. It's fine if I scroll for 5 hours a day. It's fine if I play video games every day for 2 hours. You might think that. But they reduce your happiness. They reduce your ability to enjoy life. And they make you so attached to the point where you can't feel true pleasure for anything else other than just doing this habit over and over and over again. Maybe your friends invite you out to go on a fun trip somewhere to hang out, but then you think to yourself, you know what? I think I would prefer scrolling for 5 hours. I don't really want to go outside. That doesn't sound that fun. And so you stay inside and you scroll and you scroll and you scroll. Because it sucked away pleasure that you can get from other activities and making you dependent. Very creepy. I know, it's very creepy, but I don't blame you if you're struggling with an addiction like this right now. Because literally, there are billion-dollar companies that spend millions of dollars trying to make you addicted to these things. Making you as addicted as possible. Okay? So I don't blame you if it's hard right now to quit, if you think it's okay to keep doing this habit. Because your brain has just been rewired by the company's algorithms, by the food, by the chemicals in the food, to just keep going at it and keep doing this. I went through a period of my life when I cut out all of the instant gratification stimulus. I cut out almost all of it, okay? I wasn't addicted at all anymore because I just forced myself to quit. And that period was when I honestly felt the most human. When I could look at the rain pitter-patter outside and I would literally get excited and happy because of it. That little simple thing, those simple things start to give you so much joy. Once you get rid of that artificial stimulation. Seeing the rain outside, seeing the snow fall outside, going on a walk just brought me so much joy. Seeing a squirrel run up the tree, it made me smile so much. And I really think that this is how we're meant to live. Without artificial stimulation. without all of these things giving us a fake sense of being alive and a fake sense of pleasure. True pleasure is from you exploring the world, you connecting with people, you talking to them, you going outside, you trying new hobbies, you trying new activities, not you staying cooped up inside with you and just a screen. And these addictions, they give you artificial feelings that you are craving from the outside world. For example, if you're addicted to maybe social media, you're addicted to watching movies, I want you to think about what your life is like right now. Maybe you like the movies because it distracts you from the pain and the anxiety that you're trying to avoid. Or maybe you like the movies, you're addicted to watching movies because it gives you novelty, it gives you excitement, it gives you variety. And when you turn off that movie, you're just exposed to your dull reality, your boring reality, where you're not even going out, you're not doing any fun hobbies, you're just alone, you're not putting in the effort to make friends or talk to people, and you don't like your career. Maybe that addiction is there to soothe something you're not giving yourself in the real world. Junk food, that's a huge one. That could be because you're not giving yourself the comfort that you need and your body feels unsafe. So you crave comfort from food. You eat and eat and eat and eat to the point where you feel sick because you don't feel safe and that food makes you feel safe. Or maybe you're addicted to video games because of the connection aspect it has. You get to chat with people, you get to do, events with people, you get to hang out with people online in that digital world, and you feel a sense of community because your real life doesn't have that. You don't have friends. You don't feel liked. You feel alone. So this artificial stimulation gives you the feelings that the void in your heart craves. But it is artificial. It is fake. It does not compare to the real thing. Video games, the connection in that does not compare to the real world connections. The real world connections feel so much better. Feel so much more fulfilling. So much happier. And it's easy for us to fall for these addictions. Because getting that feeling in real life is honestly more difficult, takes more effort. If you want a sense of community that video games gives you, at first making friends is going to be kind of hard in real life if you've never done that before. If you're not used to it, or if you're not used to approaching people, and you're worried about what they'll think of you, you're kind of afraid and you're kind of nervous, that's going to be more hard for you than just instantly switching yourself to the artificial video game stimuli. I want to just tell you that putting in the effort, it will feel hard at first, putting in the effort to create that feeling that you want in real life is so much more worth it. So much more worth it, okay? So much more worth it. And it will fulfill you so much more than this instant gratification habit will. It will give you a true sense of happiness, not temporary fake pleasure. These games, these activities, scrolling, eating junk food, these bad habits, they feel good, but they don't actually make you happy. Think about it. You might have the excuse of, well, it's okay to do these habits because sometimes I like to go on my phone and for rest, sometimes after a long day of work, I like to come home and play video games. But then the truth is, these don't actually make you happy. These don't actually relax you. For example, if you had a 2-week vacation period, okay? 2 weeks, you had a vacation, you had no school, no work, nothing, you could just chill. And all you did during that time was instant gratification habits. You just ate junk food all day, you played video games till it was midnight and your eyes started falling asleep on their own. You just stayed cooped up in your house, scrolling. You did all these habits. But if I asked you after that 2-week period, was it fun? Did you enjoy yourself? How was your vacation? You would probably say, it was okay. Not much. Just didn't do much. You wouldn't feel truly happy afterwards, would you? These habits, they don't make you actually happy. They reduce your drive to do the habits, to do the activities that will make you happy. Going to the gym feels awful at first. It feels hard at first. But once you keep doing that, and once you start seeing progress, you're going to feel so much more accomplished and so much more happy and proud of yourself. And that's true happiness. That's true pleasure. That's why I don't believe in moderation. And that's why I don't believe the excuse of, this is just me relaxing, me having fun. Because it doesn't truly make you happy. And it also numbs you from the simple things in life that can give you joy. Talking to a family member. Going outside on a walk. Seeing rain pitter-patter down. Cooking a delicious home-cooked meal. It numbs you from those emotions. If you've been just eating junk food your whole life, and then you suddenly try to eat healthy, try to start eating healthy, and you have like these cheat meals throughout the day, it's going to be so much more harder for you to stay consistent with that healthy diet. Because that healthy food, it's not going to be as stimulating to your brain as the unhealthy junk food will be. But if you cut out all junk food, you cut out everything. And just focus on eating healthy throughout the day as best as you can. Eventually, your brain is going to stop being addicted to the junk food to give you pleasure, and it's going to start to find more pleasure in eating healthy. That's what exactly I did to train my brain to love eating healthy. Because nowadays, the healthy food that I eat, meat, rice, it's good, it's delicious. I make healthy, delicious meals, and it feels good to eat. But if I know that if I had some form of junk food in my diet, these healthy meals wouldn't taste as good. Because I would always compare it to, oh my god, this feels so much better. And then my monkey brain will be like, oh, we should totally go eat this instead. This tastes so bad. It doesn't taste as good. But once you just cut out that negative habit, your monkey brain learns to just be satisfied with whatever you're eating and whatever you're doing right now and however you're living right now. Okay, gotta fix my scarf real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Like in my life, I've had periods where I quit bad habits completely. Like I quit those instant gratification habits. I only had delayed gratification habits that built my future. I'll explain more about that in a second, but I had that period, and I also had the period where I had like a mix of both, where I had instant gratification and also delayed gratification habits, as well as just instant gratification habits in my routine. As someone who's lived through all of these three phases, first one, super disciplined, super self-disciplined. Second one, a balance of entertainment and discipline. Third one, just entertainment. Well, I don't like to call it entertainment because the truth is, when you're living a fully disciplined life, like where you don't have any instant gratification habits, it's actually so fun and you feel so happy living that way. Everything is entertainment for you. I guess I'll call like the last period, my instant gratification only period. That has a nice ring to it. No, it doesn't. That name sounds terrible. Anyways, I lived through all of these three periods, okay? And my favorite one, the one that made me feel so alive and so human, was the one where I was just totally committed to living a life of reducing instant gratification as much as possible. The first period, that period of my life was when I was the most happiest and most free and most alive. I would wake up. I would find joy in working out. Exercising was fun for me, not a chore, not an activity I had to get up and force myself to do because I had to be healthy, I had to get a nice body. It was fun. The gym was entertainment for me. Eating healthy was easy for me. I liked eating healthy. It felt good to do that. And I felt less compelled to go eat junk food. And working on passion projects was so easy and so fulfilling for me. Because I didn't have artificial stimuli reducing my motivation. And the period of my life where I told you that I played video games and I also wanted to get good grades and study, that balance period, I genuinely think is not the right way to live. Because you can't achieve anything that way. You can't bring yourself to go do your good habits if you keep losing and losing and losing your drive. Like, if you want to study for 5 hours, and you also want to scroll on your phone or watch movies for 5 hours, eventually, those movies are going to reduce your drive to go and study, and you're going to end up procrastinating, and you're going to just spend the whole day scrolling. This is why, also, a little side note, I do not believe in those, like, cringe study techniques, like the Pomodoro method, which is basically where, you work for 50 minutes, and then you can rest for 10 minutes and, like, scroll or watch YouTube or watch entertainment. And then again, you can work for 50 minutes. If you've, like, ever searched up productivity techniques, you know what I'm talking about. But this method of, like, 50 work and then instantly 10 minutes of entertainment does not work at all. Let me tell you, it does not work for productivity, because I researched all this so deeply. It does not work at all, because your drive is reducing. And you're going to get more pulled towards the entertainment, and you're going to just stop studying. You're just going to stop working. And the reason why I'm telling you this right now, in relation to manifestation as well, is that your goals matter. Your goals and your dreams matter, and they are what will make you happiest. But you lose motivation to actually go and achieve those goals because this artificial stimuli is ruining your brain and ruining your neurons and making your monkey brain satisfied right now. When deep in your heart, deep in your soul, you know that there's a higher mission, a higher purpose out there for you, given to you by God. And you can't achieve that. You can't live how you're meant to always live, because you're a slave to modern society's soul-corrupting distractions. I genuinely think God doesn't want us to live this way. God doesn't want you to live this way. God wants you to be happy and truly, truly happy and free. And you don't achieve true happiness with artificial sources. Do your best to discipline yourself as much as you can to avoid these distractions sent to you by the devil, honestly. And you might be thinking right now, well, I know people in real life that do these bad habits, but they're successful, they're healthy, they're rich, they're in a great relationship, whatever. I know people like that, but they still do these bad habits. So it must be okay if I do them as well, right? I fell for this as well, okay? You might see someone that has a great, amazing body. They're super healthy. They have the body that you want. But they also eat junk food consistently. They eat junk food all the time. They eat healthy. They eat junk food. They sometimes miss their gym workouts. They sleep late. And then you're here like, wait, I heard that you have to always eat clean. You have to quit instant gratification. But this person does all these bad habits, but they're still amazing. They still have what I want. So it's okay if I do them, right? And here's the truth. That person who is eating junk food, who is not getting poor sleep, but has a great body right now, as time passes by, they will become less successful. It will add up, okay? Those habits will add up. You might be thinking, it's okay if I eat junk food, it's okay if I do this occasionally, it's okay if I eat once a week, if I cheat once a week. It will add up, okay? It will always add up over time. And right now, they might not see any results. They might not see any differences. Like, okay, their body's still the same. But as the years pass by, or the months pass by, change will finally start to arrive. If you just do a bad habit once, it won't affect your life at all. Like if it's the first time you've done it. It's when you do it over and over and over again, throughout the years, throughout the months, it will destroy your life. And that person will end up with a worse body. They will end up lower than they were before. They had the perfect body, and now it will be all gone by the time, like, over the course of 2 years. It will be all gone. They will be depressed. They will be sad. And because they didn't realize the weight of their daily habits and the weight of their daily choices. So for you right now, you need every advantage that you can get. And by choosing to eat healthy all the time and consistently work out and make sure you get good sleep, by choosing to do and live that way, live that lifestyle, and avoid these toxic bad habits, you will end up miles above the competition. And another truth is that that person who does these bad habits, like maybe you want to become, let's say, successful. Okay, you want to become successful. And then you know that you have to keep yourself healthy, you have to keep your mind healthy, you have to sit down and work and be productive. And you know that you have to quit scrolling and quit social media because that's distracting and not letting you get work done. You know that. But then you see someone that's successful, has all the money that you want, has the successful business, career, promotion, whatever. They have all that, but they do bad habits like they drink alcohol, they scroll all the time on their phone. They do these things. And the truth is, they would have been more successful, more happier, more alive if they didn't do these. They are successful despite these bad habits. Despite them. There are literally people out there who are rich, but they do drugs and they do cocaine. They are rich despite these habits, and you need every single advantage that you can get. These people would have been more successful if they didn't do drugs, if they didn't do cocaine, if they didn't scroll on their phone. And for you, you can surpass them. You can get to that desire that you have. You can manifest it by putting in the work towards it. And honestly, you will get there because you have an advantage. You will have an unfair advantage. Most people, it's so normalized. Most people, they go through life with all of these distractions, all of these habits, toxic habits. And it's been so normalized to do these habits, but the truth is, this is why most people are living in places that they don't want to. They're living a life they don't want. They're in a career that they don't even like because they chose to party all day and drink alcohol in college instead of really thinking to themselves, what do I want to create with my life? What mission do I want to fulfill? How do I want to live my life and how can I work towards it? They didn't do any of those things. They sought out instant pleasure because their monkey brains wanted it. And the future them paid for it by being in a career they don't like, by being in a relationship they hate. Because the truth is, it takes meaningful daily action, daily habits to get and achieve fulfilling goals. It can't come instantly. And every single choice you make now, it will help your future self. And another thing I want to tell you is that how do you exactly reduce and get rid of instant gratification and live a life where you can be fully consistent in all your good habits, you're working towards your dreams, you feel happy, you feel amazing. How do you do that? Well, I've mentioned it throughout the video a lot, but I'll just tell you right now how you can do that. First of all, you need to go on something called a dopamine detox, and you also have to add in a bunch of delayed gratification habits while you're in that detox. That looks like you reducing as much as you can those instant gratification habits, like consciously choosing to avoid doing them. And if you mess up sometimes, it's okay. It happens to everyone. It's normal. You reduce it as much as you can, you quit them, and you put in delayed gratification habits that will help you build the life that you want. And delayed gratification habits aren't just like habits that'll help you achieve what you want in life, like maybe work, doing a work project, finishing a school project, or working out, etc. They're also simple things like doing something you love, like cooking. That's a delayed gratification habit. Cooking, reading, drawing, going outside on a walk, spending time with friends and family, face to face, instead of on a screen or texting them. Riding a bicycle outside, petting your dogs, petting your cats, exploring a museum, going to the library, checking out books, visiting a theme park, going rock climbing, whatever. Delayed gratification habits are habits that make you feel so much happier once you do them, and they enrich your life. They make you feel alive. Instant gratification gives you pleasure temporarily, instantly, makes you feel numb and worse after. Delayed gratification gives you maybe pleasure while you're doing them, or might be a little uncomfortable, but once you're done with them, you feel happy, you feel good that you're treating your future self well. That's the difference. So I'm not all about hustle, productivity, work hard. You gotta work. You can't have fun. Delayed gratification habits are fun. It's how you're actually living. Like literally, if you go on a boat, on a lake, in a canoe, that's a delayed gratification habit. And our goal is to include as much of those as we can in our life to enrich it, and quit instant gratification as much as we can by consciously taking action to reduce it. Maybe if you're addicted to your phone, set it on grayscale or something. And maybe if you're addicted to junk food, figure out how you can start transitioning to a more healthy diet. If you're addicted to whatever, start taking small steps to reduce it until you don't have it in your routine anymore. And I feel you. It's hard to quit these addictions because they're made to be addictive. And sometimes I also go on my phone sometimes, watch a show. I scroll when I don't want to. I do that as well. But then I catch myself, I quickly forgive myself, and then I make sure that it's, you know what, I wasted a couple of hours, but the rest of the day can still be okay. I don't belittle myself. I don't get angry at myself. I just move on when I do that habit. And that is really important, by the way. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace. All right. This was the full, long video on why it's so important to quit your bad habits and why it's so important to start the dopamine detox and add delayed gratification habits in your routine. If you want to learn more, of course, about these topics, you can check out my other videos on my YouTube channel about this, or you can join my school community, first link in the description box below, to learn more about how you can exactly manifest the life of your dreams and connect to your most authentic self by aligning your mindset, your beliefs, and also aligning your habits and your external world, combining both to manifest your desires and create a reality you're truly, truly happy and you truly, truly feel alive in. Thank you for watching.